Guys, I did want to talk about a succession process that we're now aware of taking place in a company that I've covered closely through the years, Charter Communications. Of course, they have the Spectrum broadband and wireless brand. Tom Rutledge, longtime CEO of the company, 10 years, since 2012, is going to be stepping down as of December 1st. He will be replaced as CEO at the company by its current chief operating officer, Chris Winfrey. Rutledge obviously has had a long career in cable, some 50 years. Remember when he ran or was president of Time Warner Cable. And then he also was COO of Cablevision as well. And obviously has been running Charter for this last decade. Here are the charts. That's this year. We can go back and take a look, of course. We've talked a lot about what a terrible year it's been for overall cable, including our parent company, Comcast, at least in the stock market is what we're talking about, is, of course, sub-growth has slowed dramatically, a number of other concerns. But there's a 10-year. That's actually better than Salesforce's performance over the last 10 years. Jim?
I'll be sure to point that out to Mark when I see him later today. Look, the problem, all these tech companies, including NVIDIA, during the month of November, spiked up, parabolic move, and now they're coming down. And they may not be done coming down. The charts are so horrible. And then you look at General Mills' chart, and you just say, okay, I get it. Consumer, raised price, people love it, defensive. That's what they want. And there's not that many said they can't create more stocks like that. We need them.
Yeah, as you take a look at the 10 years, a pretty good run there. Of course, a year ago it was a lot better run, but Mr. Rutledge has done just fine. And he did have an options package that kicked in at numbers that at one point were thought to be unobtainable in terms of the stock price, but they happened. You can see there where it peaked. And so nobody is concerned about Rutledge's ability to support himself in semi-retirement. He's actually going to be chairman of the company until the end of 2023. So he will still be running the board of directors, so to speak, through the end of 23. But here's the case as well, Carl, and we don't talk about this enough. Clearly a fairly well-orchestrated succession plan. And that's a key responsibility of a board of directors. And oftentimes we just don't see it play out the way it should. But Mr. Winfrey in that chief operating officer role and clearly ready to step up to replace Rutledge as CEO about 2 months from now.
All right, pretty fascinating.